Hi everyone, it's Jill Lancet. How is everyone? Here we are on Wednesday again. These weeks are just rolling past. But I have another Christmas card for you. I have a simple version and then I'm going to actually make the stepped up version for you. So I think we'll just get straight into that. And I've got all the little bits and pieces ready for us. The first thing you might want to know is that's my name. It's Jill Lancet, and I'm in Australia. I'm in New South Wales, and this is my online store. I've got a brand new desktopper, so you can contact me either in the comments or here is my email address. That is not the July, that is the August, just disregard that. The August host code is this series of letters and numbers here, and that ends on the 31st of August. Please like and subscribe my videos in my YouTube channel, and if you press on that little bell icon, you will get notification when I post new videos. Generally speaking, Sunday and Wednesday nights. So if you want to follow me, those are the 2 days that I'll more than likely be posting things. I do have in-person classes once a month in Marylands, which is in a Sydney suburb, in the western suburbs. If you would like more information on that, please do email me. Likewise, if you'd like to go onto my emailing list, I'll just keep you updated on bits and pieces. So yeah, that's all the business out of the way now. Okay, so we made our first Christmas card on Sunday night. It was this one here. It's rather got a lot going on it. So I thought I'd simplify tonight's one. So that's what we're going to do. Now I am calling it the simple Scandi-Style, Scandi being short for Scandinavian, Christmas card. Now I have all the details here, and I will show you those details right now. I got this stamp set delivered the other day, and look, these are smaller than they appear. They're actually quite big. So I looked at that and I thought of Scandinavian Christmas cards. Go figure. But we're using the same Merry Christmas from this Christmas banners set that I featured on Sunday night, and it's reduced. It's in the clearance rack, if they're still there, $28.75. So that's a great savings. And there's also some dies that will coordinate with these, and they are, would you believe, $17.50, and they reduced from $58. So go and have a look at that clearance rack. So they're the two stamp sets that I'm using. I'm using these beautiful sequins. The first lot I didn't. The first card I did not. And then I thought, no, the second card I'm definitely going to. But I'm going to jump straight into that right now. And I'll show you what we need. We need this is the basic card, the more basic of the two. Here's that beautiful stamp or motif, and to me very reminiscent of snowflakes for some reason or other, but they're clearly flowers. But anyway, so what I did was I had a crumb cake card base. I've got this basic white panel. I just used 2 strips. You know, let's save some cardstock. You don't have to if you want to put a full piece behind there. That's like 1 centimetre wide. So yeah, those 1 centimeters are going to go a long way. The sequins for everything, the enchanted butterfly stamp set, all the numbers are there if you need them. And we're using one of the other basic 3D embossing folders. This time we're using this gorgeous one. Now I hope you can see the detail on that. I'm going to stand up. Let's see if I can see it. Might help if I put the other light on. Oh, you know, you think you're organised and then you're not. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to take, I've already embossed this, but I'm going to take it out and show you. That might just be an easier way. But you will not find these embossing folders in any catalogue. There's 3 of them in the set. The numbers there, you get 3 in that one item number. And isn't that lovely? And I just thought that went so well with that. So that's what we're going to use there. And I've got everything else ready. So I'm going to jump in. The one I'm going to make is going to be the stepped up model, for want of a better word. So let's go. Let's get into it, hey? Now, I'm just using 1 colour ink, real red, and I've got my card base here. So it's A4 cut in half, and then it's cut in half at 14.85 and then scored at 10.5. So I did this earlier, so we'll just give that a nice crease. Just pop that out of the way. And there we are, we have our card base. And it's going to be what we call a landscape card base. And I have this piece of crumb cake that is the same size as the front of the card. So it is 14.85 by 10.5 centimetres. And I've already embossed it, as you can see. So that is going to be the basis of our card. Now, I have some other things here. I've got some of the real red ribbon, which is from the combo pack. And it's got stitching on it. I don't know if you can see that detail, but it's quite fine. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. I've got my stamps all ready to go. What did I just do with that? There it is. I need my stamping mat. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to stamp this beautiful motif all the way across our panel. So where are my instructions? Here they are. as such as they are. This basic white piece is 14.85 by 6.2. And this is in centimetres. And then we need 2 of the real red strips, and we want to cut those down. I'll trim them after to 14.8 by 1 centimetre. And we're going to actually, for this other stepped up card, we're going to have another scrap of basic white because we're going to do some other stamping on that. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So the first thing I want to do is, and this has just been inked up, so it's pretty juicy, and reds do stain your stamps, but it does not hurt them. Okay, so this is very juicy, and it's probably going to come out quite darker than you would think. So I'm going to stamp it on this little scrap. Now this little scrap is literally a little scrap. Gosh, I hope you can see that. Yep, I think you can. So straight down, hold that for just a second. I'm giving it some good pressure. And I'm just going to lift that straight up. Beautiful. Now I'm actually going to fussy cut this one out, but here I want to put some scrap paper underneath because I'm going to go off the edge. Now look, this does not have to be 100% perfect. So if you can just line this up roughly in the center and then stamp the other two, and we're going to actually turn the stamp as we do that. So I'm going to stamp this again, and with one of the petals going vertically, I'm going to stamp this roughly in the middle. Now I might either bump the camera or get my head in the way. Just bear with me for 2 seconds while I stamp this. And now we're going to actually turn this and put one here and one there. So there's a little bit of a gap there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow that gap. And I'm going to put one of the petals right in there, so it fits in quite nicely. And because they're photopolymer, you can see where you're going, except if there's a big camera in the way. But anyway, let's see how this goes. Lovely, look at that. That's beautiful. And we'll do the other one on the other side. As I said, this is really juicy, so my finger, I put my finger in it. Oh dear, is there ever a day that I don't have ink all over me? So I'm just putting that in there like that. And it's not, look, it's not 100% exactly in the middle, but you know what? This is a handmade card, so I don't think too many people are going to be upset. So there's our stamp. Now I'm actually going to clean that. If I clean it relatively straight away, I can't get into too much trouble, can I? She jokingly said. Now the other stamping that we are going to do is on a little 1 centimetre strip. Now this is going to be a test for me, and I'm going to have a practice run and just get a feel of it. Beautiful. Okay, let's hope that remains beautiful. Just bear with me for 2 seconds while I line this up. Gosh, I hope that's in camera. Had a terrible thought then. Now I hope that's straight. It's really tricky when you've got a camera right above your head. But that looks okay. That looks pretty good. Right, I'm getting rid of this because 2 seconds in and I've already got red ink all over me. Right, that's done. Now, I'm going to clean this stamp. Put this one out of the way. And yep, I might just clean my hands because I don't want any mistakes. I'm just using a little bit of alcohol, isopropyl rubbing alcohol. Red is notorious for getting everywhere. So that's what I do. And I just use this isopropyl rubbing alcohol. Okay, so that's our stamping out of the way. And now I'm going to fussy cut this beautiful motif. Now, I haven't left myself a lot of room here, so the border is going to be probably non-existent, but that's okay. You can do that if you wish. So with fussy cutting, you turn the paper rather than the scissors. It just makes it a lot easier. And look, don't get too worried about this because we're actually popping it over that centre flower. So yeah, don't get too worried if it's not 100% perfect. But this is an easy enough shape to cut out. And even if you didn't, it's going to have white behind it. So if there's any little bits of white or red, it will look like it's meant to be there. So there isn't a die for these, but that's okay because you can fussy cut quite easily. And as you probably, if you already follow me, I can't do two things at once. Sorry, there might be lengthy silences while I do what I'm meant to be doing. Anyway, so is it too early to start making Christmas cards? I don't know, but what does it hurt? If you've already started making them, and you can make a couple each week, by the time Christmas comes, you'll have all of your Christmas cards done. So yeah, I say the earlier, the better. So now we have these 3 items here. What have I done with the rest of it? Here it is right here. So what I wanted to do was, I'm going to glue the red strips behind this. So I'll start doing that. Just sometimes when you cut your paper, you get a bit of a lip. Now, if you do seem to get a bit of a lip, just use your bone folder to smooth that down. If it bothers you, doesn't really bother me. So yes, it does. What am I saying? Who am I kidding? Okay, there we go. So I think I like it like that. This little guy here is going to be popped up. So we'll pop some dimensionals on the bottom, on the back of that. And I think the big ones will be fine. Big ones will be big enough. I won't put it on yet because I want to glue on those red strips, and I'm going to put one in the middle. Okay, so he's over there ready and waiting. These little strips are going to be glued on here and then trimmed off. So just a bead of glue, just a line of glue down there. You don't need a terrible lot. At the end of the day, we're also going to glue this down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit smaller than the previous one, only because we've got the embossed background now. So there we go. That looks even, doesn't it? Oh, I moved it. That is the curse and the gift of liquid glue, isn't it? There we go. Now I'm going to glue the second one on. Yep, I'm going to glue the second one on, and then I'll trim those off. And once all these components are measured and cut, it's relatively quick to put together this card. But I think I say that every single time. But this time I really mean it. Okay, so we want the border to be roughly the same, and it's only a skinny one. There we go. Does that look right? Does that look right to you? Yep, that looks pretty good to me. So now I'll just trim those off. And what I'm doing is I'm putting the top blade against the white and just cutting that. And there we go. They're scraps. You can use those for other things. Now we want to put this together. I'm going to pop this down here like this, and this will have this will definitely have liquid glue on it because it is embossed. Now you can decide which side you want it. No, it has to be that side. Yeah, the other side looks a bit weird. Has to be this side. Okay, so we'll put some glue on there. Sorry, I was in a bit of a rush to get this done, so yeah, I'm a bit all over the place, if you know what I mean. Right, so there we go. There's our front panel. Done. Is it straight? Not really. Not really. Now it is. Now it is. Okay, now I've got my little Merry Christmas here. And I've got some red ribbon. The real red ribbon. So let's see what we're going to do with this. I think we'll pop this up onto the card first. Oh, okay, we need to trim this off a bit. Done. Okay, so we'll pop this up onto the front of the card, but I want to put the ribbon around first, so I think I'll do that last. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not really, don't know what I'm doing. So now you can either off-center this like that, or you can put it directly over it. I think, now that I've seen it off-center, I think I like it off-center. So we'll just do that. And you can tell me what you think in the comments below. I will put them side by side at the end so you can have a look. Oops. But yeah, I think now that I've seen that off center, let me just see how that looks. Definitely. It makes it a focal point. Beautiful. Look at that. Gosh, we're clever. Okay, now I want to put some of this real red ribbon. I want to put my sentiment over that. And we might have a little bow somewhere. So we'll just chop off some real red ribbon, and that is really hard to say. And I think what we'll do is we'll just put it about there and secure that at the back. Now I usually like to put some Seal Plus to hold my ribbons. There we go. And I will check this, never fear. I will check to make sure that that is straight. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Bear in mind that half of it's going to be covered, so right, so we're looking good. We're looking really good. Okay, so now I want to, do I want to prop this up though? No, I don't think I will. I think I'll just glue that straight down. Yeah, I think I will. Change of design. There's no mistakes in card making, they're just changes of design. Now, this has got lots of lumps and bumps on it, so you do want to have enough glue that will hold that in place. Now, it is the same side as the card base, so the easiest way to do that is to stand that up and put it on like that. Okay, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Now, how do I want to have this? I think I might just have that as a really short Merry Christmas. We might cut it off at an angle there. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, so we'll just cut that straight up. Right, okay. Yep, I'm really liking that now. And we'll put a bow there. I think a bow, yes. So straight from the spool, making a bow. It's quite a narrow ribbon. I think it's probably about, oh, I don't even think it's a centimetre. Maybe it's a quarter of an inch or something like that. I don't know. Maybe if I was to measure it. Oh, I don't even know. Let me do it in centimetres. It's half a centimetre. There you go, it's half a centimetre. Oh dear, sorry, everything's just decided to sort of landslide. Yep, okay. Now I'm going to just chop that off there. I think we'll just have it a small bow like that. Yep, okay, I'm getting there. I'm liking it. So I might put one strip of these dimensionals that come in strips. Yeah, have I got a full lot of them that you can see? There, look here we go. So I think yes. And we'll just, there's two. And I think I'll put it over the ribbon as well. So here we go. Now I'll just fill it in with these bits and pieces that I've got here, off the edges. Oops. I think that's good. Now because that is on Lumpy Bumpy, I think that I might actually add some liquid glue to this as well. These ones are a bit thinner than those ones. Hang on. Okay, there's something I've just learnt. Some of the ones from the kits are a little bit wider and deeper, so note to self. There we go. And that one will just go in there nicely. Beautiful. That's lovely. Look at that. So I will actually take these off. This is a trick I learnt ages ago. I don't usually do it very often these days, but if it's on something like this, and this is all lumpy and bumpy, you can put some glue on here in some areas, and then the glue, when it dries, the glue will hold that in as well, because we're going over ribbon. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I just need to dab all of this up. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay. There we go. Good as new. And I will put a glue dot. Oops, that nearly went in my cup of tea. I will put a glue dot under here. Where's my take your pick? Oh, it's got things still stuck on it. Welcome to my disorganised and uncoordinated craft room, everybody. I feel like I'm just, I don't know, I feel like I'm all over the place. It doesn't feel like I'm actually in charge, if you know what I mean. In control. Is that a better word? Right, there we go. Now I shall put another glue dot on here. And because it's a little bit bigger than the actual bow, what I normally do is I just peel it off, and then with my take your pick, I just fold it back on itself, just like that. And then you can't see it from the front. And there you go. Just going to pop that there. Equidistant from there and there, I think. And then I was going to put some of these beautiful red sequins, but I don't know now. Let's just get a couple out. Let's just get a few out and have a look. See what we've got. Now you get 3 different kinds. You get the normal sequins, you get these little ones here, and you get these transparent hexagonal. Aren't they nice? But they catch the light. Yeah, I think I like them. I think we definitely have to put something in the middle of that flower though. What do you think? No. Okay, let's try these. I think in the middle of this flower would be the best one. This being our focal flower. Yep. Okay. I think I'm going to go with these. I think I'm just going to go with these. One there. One maybe there. Oh gosh, here we go. Maybe just 2. Maybe just 2 up there. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, let's have a look. Now, if you do not have a take your pick, watch this. I can take this piece out and use the spatula end or the pointed end and just drop them into place, which is really good because sometimes they stick to your fingers, the oils in your fingers, which normally you probably wouldn't have an issue with, but when you want them to let go, that's when you really have an issue. So I'm going to put one there, I think one there. So if you don't have a take your pick, I think you should get one, because for your own sanity, for your sanity alone, I reckon. So I'm going to pop this one kind of underneath there, just so he's kind of poking out. And there we go. Now I'm going to pop that back together, put the lid on that, tip these back in here, because, yeah, they can go everywhere. And let me just tell you, they become a bit staticky as well. Okay, so we're finished. Obviously, you would put a sentiment inside, or you might want to leave it blank to write in it yourself. Of course, you can put some Wink of Stella in those flowers, but I think the idea of the Scandi-Style, Scandinavian style, is that they're very simple designs. Now I'm just going to check to see if you can see both of those together. Yes, you can. So no embossing folder or embossing folder. Simple, stepped up. Let me know in the comments which one is your favourite. These sequins were a different packet of sequins I used. And for the life of me, I can't recall the name of them. But you get like a bronzy colour, you get like a copper, this beautiful opaly white, and then this muted gold. So they're the first ones I put on. But then I thought I'd like to just have that red. Now, I don't know if you can see that. That's just beautiful. But there you go. Let me know. Simple, stepped up. Just let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, please email me here or put it in the comments below. And yeah, I'll try and answer you as soon as possible. Have a lovely... oh, I forgot to show you a close-up of what it looks like with the embossing folder. Peeking through, we've got our 3D flower. And yeah, simple, stepped up. Anyway, have a beautiful Wednesday evening, whatever you do, and I'll see you on Sunday night or on the next video that you choose to watch. Okay, bye for now.